Get this live feed started. Wipe this camera lens off because everything looks smoky. There we go. Everything looks clear now. Hope everybody's doing good. Oh, I was in there with my youngin' sitting in my chair and I dang near fell asleep. I just happened to look up and realized it was 5 o'clock. Kurt, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. What's up, Angel? Take the show outdoors. What's up, brother? Square body. Just stopping in. It's flooding here in Arkansas. Dang, buddy, I hate to hear that. We'll be praying for y'all. I think they said it was flooding up in Tennessee too, I heard. We're not doing too bad. It's been, the weather's been kind of good here, I guess. What's up, Jeff? Our weather hadn't been super crazy. Today it's been kind of overcast, good bit of sunshine. So it ain't been wildly egregious or anything like that. It's been pretty decent. I'm fixing to pour a little bit of this stuff in my water because my leg cramped earlier while I was napping. I'm pretty tired. We had a cleanup day at the church today. What's up, Ralph? We had a cleanup day at church today, and well, Brother Wayne, the one that's usually our ringleader, he's been in the hospital, and he said I need to go over and make sure everything was took care of. There was other people running the show, but I went over and I've been dropping trees all morning. It's supposed to be cold next week. Yeah, I like to cool better, but we'll see how it goes. Heck of a thunderstorm rolling through the pines right now. Hopefully it'll pass pretty quick. Dang, that ain't too bad on your sugar there, Ralph. I mean, I know that's a little bit higher than what they say they want it to be, but that's not too bad. I'm gonna pour a little bit of salt potassium in my water and drink it while we're on the live feed. I literally jumped up and run. I got on my McFarlane racing shirt because I like watching old Cletus McFarlane. This stuff right here is not yummy. But it's supposed to be good for you. Oh, I don't even know what this stuff is. LMNT, citrus salt. At the screen, what's up, buddy, from New Zealand? Cleater is the man, that's right. I love watching him, George and them, Ty and Zach, Sam. What's up, Brandon? Oh, I got to get back after it and get my t-shirts and stuff out. I ain't never gonna build a big channel if I don't get back to work, I don't guess. Sorry, y'all. I don't know how many trees I took down today. It's probably, I know it's at least 10. They said, you gonna take some trees down. I just went to do some weed eating and some leaf blowing off the parking lot and stuff like that. But well, there was trees to be took down, and I was the one to do it. Some of them boys had stuff like 251s, and I had the 462 and the little 361 rear handle, so I got after it. Joey, what's up, buddy? How y'all doing? Listening while riding bikes with my daughter. Good to see you, Joey. I'm glad you could make it, buddy. I just about fell asleep in there in my recliner with Raina. I ain't gonna last long tonight, y'all. You trip over red. I hadn't seen one yet, Sauce. I've been digging around in some of this stuff, but I ain't run across any red cases yet. But I have been looking a little bit. Nothing good here. Family falling apart. Pretty rough times, man. What's going on, buddy? Something you want to talk about? I know how it goes. Trust me. I understand 100%. I need a shirt. What's up, Christoph? I seen your message, but I haven't went and looked at the parts yet, buddy. We have been busy. You still on our prayer list, Ralph? We got you. We got you on our prayer list, buddy. And y'all be praying for Ralph. Be praying for Wayne. He's having a rough time. He's diabetic and in that wheelchair, and he's got a big sore on his foot. And that sore on his foot's driving his sugar crazy. It was 500 and something the other night when he was at the hospital. And they're pumping him full of antibiotics trying to get that sorted out. That's got him all, he's all screwed up. So y'all, if you got a prayer life, put these people on your prayer list, please. And be praying for them. Because they need it. We all need it, but there's ones here that need it a lot. They need lots of help. I got a metal splinter or something in my finger. So you need prayer for tree jobs, Christoph? We can do that. I got something stuck in my finger, y'all. Give me just a second. It's been in there for a few days and it's starting to really hurt. I don't know that I can get it out. I keep picking at it. Eventually I'll get it out. I can't see as good as I used to be able to, so getting these metal splinters out is a little bit harder to do than what it used to be. Oh. Ralph said he's going to church tomorrow morning. As far as I know, we're planning on it. It's always a good place to be, I promise you. Happy sawturday, Dennis. Our one of the pastor, what am I trying to say? One of the guys that we're trying to interviewing for a pastor, he's preaching tomorrow, and we really like him, so we're hoping they'll pick him. Him and his wife, good people. Hey, folks, stopping in and say hi, but driving through Fairbanks at the moment, so can't stay. Everybody stay safe and be kind. Thank you, B. Don't forget to click that thumbs up. I know I do a mistake in the past, never seems to stay, and has came to haunt me for many years from my now ex-fiance. It has a tendency to do that, Brandon. I'm sorry to hear that. We all struggle with things, trust me. I can speak from experience. but I can try and help you if you think there's something. But I usually do that one-on-one. Prayers to all for healing, help, and much love in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you, Jeff. Virgo, what's up, buddy? That's right. We need to help each other as much as possible. Oh. Whew. Yeah, that's right. All the thumbs up. I don't know where Larry's hiding at today. He must have took the day off since he was the first one on last weekend. Hey, all's my friends. Good to see you, Levi. How y'all doing up there? Family Master, what's up? You looking fit? I'm feeling pretty good. Is there going to be a hopper stock this year? I don't know, Sean. I haven't had a chance to talk to anybody. We have been busy, and the funds are like if here was the level for funds, they're below the level. So it's not looking real good because I basically don't have enough to put it on right now. I usually do, but this year it's really things just ain't going our way. Just busy here. Tucson wood by the hour for customers. Almost done because there are rules for this during breeding season in the woods. Okay. Doing pretty good. It's just been windy. Benjamin. What's up, Benjamin? Benjamin, are you the one that was messaging me on TikTok? There was a Benjamin that was messaging me on TikTok. He said he sent me a friend request on Facebook, and I hadn't seen. I went and looked, but I hadn't seen it. Now, y'all, if y'all are looking for me on Facebook, I have two accounts. One of them is a picture of me, and one of them is a picture of Buck and I together. And the picture of just me, I can't get into that account anymore because I don't know how to because the password's wrong. So I started a new account. That's why it's like that. We're 18 and thumbs up and 22 people watching. Don't have that. Okay. I didn't know. Maybe it was. It's good to see you, though. I hate it when people think I'm ignoring them because sometimes it seems like I am. And this technology, if y'all seen how much technology crap I've got, oh, mercy, with all this social media trying to keep up with all of it, sometimes is a chore amongst itself. I get all hoo-dangered and dang-flangered and can't figure out where nothing's at. Just, I sent him a message telling him that was the case. Jeffrey, oh, Bell Hopper, hope y'all stay dry. We ain't had no rain today. It's overcast a bit, but it's been warm and sunny, and we had some rain the day before yesterday, I think. What's up, Paxton? East Coast Aussie. What's up, brother? We are getting hammered in Indiana. We are supposed to be getting some cold weather tomorrow or something, but hadn't seen much on the rain. What's up, Blues Freak? You like my? I got my ears lowered the other day. Mike Beaver, what's up, buddy? Fixing to have rain tomorrow. It's been windy here and the clouds going violent crazy. Yeah, The weather here's been great. I mean, as far as it goes, it's been pretty decent. It's a little warm for me. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all, of course, y'all know how I am. I like the cooler weather. I do like to see a little bit of warm weather after it's been like really, really cold. But we've had like yesterday, it was almost 90 degrees. It was 87 degrees yesterday. And I'm like, it's April and almost 90. That's not good. That means it's probably going to be hot this summer. We don't need it that much hot. Of course, I might try to get out in the sun a little bit and actually get some sun on my pale white skin. Might help me. Come up to my house, Hopper, and you can see how windy it is. Very windy. I was riding the golf cart today, and the wind was so strong that it blew off my hat. I know how that is, Levi. I've seen it before. When it gets windy here, the way my porch is designed, if you open the front door and open the screen, it'll dang near snatch you off the porch and sling you out in the yard. It gets rough. Oh, I'm trying to nurse on this water here and tend to my legs. My legs are hurting. I have done a lot of walking down in the woods today. I'm looking to get a new saw. Not sure what to grab. Wife will kill me, but she may never know. Oh, I paid off my 361 rear handle today. Sure did. I had one payment left on it, and I made that payment, so I paid it off. Took me a little while to do that, but well, wasn't going to get it no other way. This week was also a bad week for our finances. Saving account linked to American stock market, and we're losing heavily, including our children. Pity, oh pity. It'll come back up though, I believe. I think it's going to come back up. Things has got to get reset. I think once they get reset, everything's going to turn out pretty good. I hope so anyway. I'm hopeful that that's what'll happen. We'll see how it goes. I bought an electric fly swatter. That thing is a bunch of fun. Yes, they are, Sean. They are very fun. Nice. When the wind gets rough, God is telling us it's going to rain. And when it rains, it pours. Beth, you would laugh at me, Hopper, because I was chasing my hat all around the place. You're supposed to chase it on the golf cart, Levi, and you just run over the bill of it. And then when you get off the golf cart, you just roll it forward a little bit, pick your hat up. I've actually done that before. That's why I say, especially when the wind's strong, you have to chase it down. Yeah, that's good stuff. I lost a 6-foot umbrella like that in Hillsville, Virginia one time. Wind blew it off, and I had to chase that sucker across the dadgum parking lot. Got a 540 XP rear handle and put a West Coast muffler on it, and wow, that little saw's mean. Oh yeah, those are mean little saws, Mike. And you do the port work on them, they're really nasty. I'd like to have one of them in a rear handle. Matter of fact, if I would have known they had those in a rear handle, I would have probably bought one of them instead of the Echo. But I didn't know they had them. Ooh, that's an idea. I could sell the Echo. I may have to do that. Look, I'm late again. I was late today, Brian. I was cutting wood this morning, taking trees down over to church. I was sitting in there my little youngin, not the little one, but the Raina, and I about fell asleep in my chair, and I woke up and looked, and it was dadgum. It was 5 o'clock. The 325-045 chain is pretty impressive too. It's pretty good cutting chain. The problem is getting it. Nobody seems to have that chain much. And you can't swap it out with other chain either. You can't even put like a different bar and different 325 chain on it because somehow or another it's different on the drive links. We're sitting here at 39.2 Fahrenheit. Where are you at, Benjamin? Been talking to a pro about me installing my mini split myself. Not hard by any means. No, they ain't hard, Brian. We put dads in years ago. There's Mama Bellhopper. Hello, everyone. Hope all's good. Hello, sweetheart. Hope you're about done. Little girl's taking a nap and Raina's watching the phone. But all of the insulated walls and the walls are up. All right. I ain't going to ruin my bill on my hat. I hate it when it does that, and how to get off the cart and get it, because I was at my neighbor's place, which is right across the road. Oh, mercy. Let's hope. That's right. Bailey got it and has been on sale for quite a while. Bailey's got it. Really? I know when I go and look for it, it's not always easy chain to find. I actually have a couple of them here. Took me a little nap, and the next thing I knew, it was 5 o'clock. That's right. I'm gonna be ready for a nap this evening. Might turn in early. I hadn't seen any locally. I do have a little bit here. I've got a couple of bars. And I've even got one for the little Echo too, I think. Well, I'm trying. It's hot. I sat down for a few. Have to do is put hay in the stalls, make grain, and feed the horses up top. There you go. Good deal. I got a pool start cover I was working on the other day. I painted like never, got the paint dry on that rascal. Today I used my 555, 577, 10, 700. I really like those. Those are good saws, Christoph. Is the Oregon chain as good as the Husqvarna? Well, I don't think I'm telling you wrong, Mike, when I say Husqvarna chain is made by Oregon. I'm almost 100% sure that statement is correct. I'm not 100%, but if you go and you look at the chains, most of the stuff is similar between the chain, the font on the chain, the numbers and stuff, where they're put, the way they're put, the marks in the links, and all that stuff. So I'm not messed up. Good Caterpillar hat. Woke up early this morning in a panic thinking I was late for work. Go figure. Yeah. Mom said she got up this morning and was getting ready to go to work, and she realized it was Saturday and laid back down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Oregon's the one that makes the chain for Husky, Mike. Because it's a lot like some of them sockets that you buy from Home Depot and Lowe's. If you go pick them up and look at them, put them side by side. One says Stanley, the other one says, or Cobalt, and the other one says Husky or whatever from Home Depot. Everything on the socket is the same except for the name. The little lines, like the little lines cut in the socket, the print and everything is the same. Now this is a Carlisle from Napa, but then somewhere or another around here I got a custom 13 millimeter that I done some customizing on. I don't even know where it's at. Oh, there it is. I put these 4 rings on it. That way when I look at the table, I can identify it as the 13 millimeter.
Oh, Daddy, can I have my macaroni cheese?
Your what?
More macaroni cheese.
More macaroni and cheese? Just don't make a mess, baby.
But no one will give me none.
Huh?
No one will give me macaroni cheese.
Well, get your stool and get you some yourself in your bowl. Just don't make a mess, okay? The 570 wasn't so good, won't go high on RPMs. Is it a fixed carb jet, Christoph? Speaking of hats, I was watching some of your old videos and you had received some new color hats. Can a feller still get this? I don't have any right now, Jeffrey. Mama Hopper's trying to figure out how to get us some, but we don't have any yet. Nova Scotia, Canada. All right, Benjamin. You way up there. Mike Johnson. Hello from Arkansas. What's up, buddy? Finally got my weed eater to start. Good. Carlisle's good stuff. Yeah, it's pretty good. Have you used Tecton tools? Yeah. She's going to make a mess. Yeah, she probably will. That's why I told her not to. Yeah, Sean, I have a set of Tecton that I carry in the truck. 1/4-inch set, metric standard, ratchet, extension, nut driver, swivel, and a little toolbox in the side. And I love that set of sockets. High water, what's up, buddy? There's not a whole lot of mac and cheese left in there because I ate a little bit of it earlier. So she can't make too big of a mess. And we got the Roomba. We've got a Roomba in there. His name's Buddy. He does a pretty good job of cleaning food up out of the floor. He don't like pretzels, though. Life is good. That's right. Recently got some Sun X tools at work, and they're really not. Yes, they are. Sun X tools are really good stuff. Their parent company is Proto, I believe. Do you make service calls out in the field? Just curious. Yeah, actually I do sometimes, Mike. I do. I have some fellers that call me and I go work on their stuff out where they're at because hauling a 70,000 pound excavator over here is not really feasible. And I don't really want it over here anyway. Some people call me for assistance when they're having trouble with stuff they don't understand. And I go out and offer technical service and stuff like that. And sometimes I go work on saws. Just depends on who, what, when, where, and why. Are you local? Yeah, I'm working on that, trying to find a place that has quality stuff for decent price. That's right. Not badly priced. Jody. What's up, Jody Gallant? Good to see you, buddy. How are you doing? Hi, Bill Hopper. Welcome to the channel. Any first timers, True Blues. Thanks to the moderators. Thank you, William. I know, William. We say this every week, but I truly do forget. And if it wasn't for you, I would forget to do that most of the time. I greatly appreciate you coming on here and reminding me to do that. More than you'll ever imagine. Thank you, William. I already had a rebuild kit. I think maybe a blockage in the exhaust port. You may be correct, Christoph. You know how them things are bad about building carbon up in the exhaust port, especially if somebody run that old junky oil in it. Deborah, good evening from Virginia. Good to see you. I like Matco tools, Cobalt tools, and Craftsman tools. I have Matco, Mac, Craftsman, Snap-on, Cornwell, Husky, Stanley, Proto. In fact, I think this is an old Proto from back in the day. Very, very old Proto. Kind of got turned into it's a 12-point socket, so don't give me a lot of grief over it. I've got tools from all around the world. Gotta go, y'all. Hope everyone is well. Have been there in a while, but hope to find time. All right, Mike, be good, buddy. We'll see you later. Appreciate you coming by. What is that? Falcom? That's what I need. I need to get some tools from somewhere where you can't get tools from around here. That would be awesome. Hey, yo, how's everyone this fine evening? What's up, Garage Chainsaw Porter? Good to see you, buddy. Doing good up here in Eastern Canada. How are things in your neck of the woods? We're doing pretty good, buddy. Luke Reynolds, what's up, brother? Nimpex are my favorite hand tools. Look here, Jeffrey. I carry these in my pocket. They're this big. They will open to this big, which is, fairly large. Wouldn't go nowhere without them. I love them things. Cannonball. Hey, Hopper, sorry I can't stay. Got an Easter egg hunt to go to. Here's my thumbs up. Thank you, buddy. Y'all have a good time hunting them Easter eggs, brother. Hopefully y'all at church. Oh, mercy. Yeah, buddy. The best tool to carry in your truck is the one between your ears. That's right. You can do a lot with that one. I really like the German style Willie. I have seen some of that stuff, Luke. That is some good stuff. Yep. The Nipex and the Impex, however you say it, it's good stuff. Opera, I'm not local. I'm just wondering what is a good price for labor on saws and such, and what is a good markup amount on parts. Well, this is strictly me, Mike. This ain't no. I don't really have a set on anything. Most people say 30% markup on parts. I mark the parts up according to what I pay for them, and according to what the market is selling them for. So, in other words, if the part's expensive and I pay a little for it, I can mark it up a little bit more than what I normally would mark other parts up. And everybody says, well, you shouldn't do that. Well, here's the thing. If the part is not that expensive, but I have to pay a lot for it, then I don't mark it up hardly any at all. So I don't make any money on that part. I try to make the price as fair as I possibly can and still try to make a little bit of money. But if it's overly priced, I try to eat some of that cost to the customer. And when I price work for port jobs, I have a set price that starts at this price. Then on saw work and stuff like that, I try not to exceed the value of the saw unless it has sentimental value or it's port work that somebody wants on something that some people would consider silly. So I just try to make the best value for the customer and still make a living off of it. I don't function like a normal business where I charge by the hour and this is how much it costs no matter what it is. Like if the saw's worth $100, I don't want to spend $200 on it. I don't even want to spend $100 on it. I just try to do fair market prices. Papa broke my lawnmower today. Chainsaw Lover 69. What's up, buddy? Hopper, are the carb kits available for the Mini Mac 30s? I don't remember that one, Jody. I think they are hard to find. Because last time I needed one, I wound up putting a whole carburetor on it, I think. So I built a 394, no time advanced mile port, no machining, pulled on it, and when it started, the chain was running backwards. What the heck? That is a weird one, garage chainsaw. I got an 064 here that he said was running backwards, but it's got the wrong coil on it for the flywheel that's on it. It had a three-leg coil. They put a two-leg coil on it. It still has a 1122 400 1204 flywheel, which the point, I think I need a 1201 or 1209, 1122 400 1209. But Tanton's got one I think he's going to send me. That is weird. Was it running before you ported it? As long as I got the right tool for the job, it's a good tool. That's right. Happy Easter weekend to everyone. Amen, brother. The bracket that was holding my mower deck, Papa's mowing the bank, and it broke off. Shit. Okay, let me go back and look at that. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. I'm lost. I got lost in that conversation. I need to get prices for stuff where Steve's working. Now, I tried. What a box of parts. Was a box of parts when I got it. Okay. I don't know why you would pull it and it would unless the timing is off really bad. That's what was wrong with this 064. If you could get it to start, he said it would run backwards. But the timing was so retarded that the piston would only be about halfway up the cylinder when it would fire. So it was driving it back down and making it go backwards. Fooslit, what's up, buddy? Gotta go make dinner for the missus. She's on her way home from work. Take care of y'all and God bless. See you, Jeff. Have a good one, buddy. I would be okay with a new car if I was given a 30. That is in fantastic shape and will run on prime, but won't pick up fuel on its own. I honestly don't remember what the inside of them carburetors look like right now, Jody. Of course, that was that Sugar Hill or something it was. They had some kits and stuff at one time. You might want to Google it. You may find one. I ain't gonna swear you'll find either one of them at the moment. It's hit and miss. Just sold 2 common coil converted 064s, keeping the last one for me, I reckon. There you go. How do you decide to cut the squish band versus cutting the pop-up? It just depends on what they're doing with the saw, Benjamin. Most of the saws that are work saws, I don't always cut the squish band. Some of them I do. We're still working in our R&D. Some saws really respond to cutting the chamber and cutting the top of the piston, and some don't as much. And the ones that don't as much, it kind of hit or miss. That 592 that I fired up last weekend, I done some weird stuff on top of the piston on that one. But changing piston to cylinder angles and stuff like that is one of them things that I've been working with and trying to create more of a wedge type where it's hard for me to explain. Some of the stuff that I try to explain, I don't know how to explain it. My brain understands it, but my mouth doesn't. A lot of it depends on time and what they want to spend and stuff like that. 372s, 461s, they love having a tapered squish band and a tapered top piston, stuff like that. They love that. Some of them, 394s, 395s, they don't like it. Rainy here inside project day. That's right. That helped understanding what's possibly going on. I'll check the flywheel to start with. Y'all have a great night. I got to pick up my little girl. All right, buddy. Have a good one. We appreciate you. Our thumbs up are looking great. That's right. We got 29 thumbs up and 31 people. The fuel line on the 1200A Pioneer is very difficult to unscrew. Lots of them fuel lines on the Pioneers are goofy. Some of them are very, very goofy. Michael just tried to call me. Michael Harkness. He must want something special. Put the chain on it backwards. How good does it run backwards, I wonder? Probably doesn't run very well. That would be weird though, wouldn't it? Say, that's exactly what I was thinking. Will you put the chain on it backwards? Are you doing a back cut? No, my saw runs the opposite direction. Then you could run it upside down. Oh, yeah. Oh, I could see that. Sir, you're running your chainsaw wrong. Well, it's cutting. Just cut everything from the bottom up. I put a 1300 coil on all them 064s with the appropriate flywheel. What flywheel have you been using, Sauce? Do you have the part number? Like the one that I got, it's 1122 400 1201 1200 1204. There's a 1201, a 1203, a 1207, 1209, a 1211, I think, and a 1217. Reverse cutter, that's right. I did a lot of flywheel research the other day, and I just happen to remember part numbers really easily for some reason. It's like my brain's wired to remember part numbers. I don't know why. I'm trying to fix this 064 up for this fella and make it real nice. Excuse me. So I cleaned the pull start cover up, blasted it, done a little sanding on it, polished on it a little bit, shot a couple coats of primer on it, and I put some paint on it. And the paint just does not like the primer that I use for some reason. And it looked really, really bad there for a while. But then after a little bit of time, it laid down, and I was actually amazed. It turned out looking pretty nice. Because it didn't look nice when I first started. I can promise you that. It did not look nice at all. It was not pretty. It wasn't. It's actually kind of dry now, I think. Hold on. I'll get it and show it to you. Let me make sure it's dry before I go to fingering it all over. This is what it looks like now. it turned out pretty good. Trying to get where the light, you can see a little bit of the rippleness in the paint where the light refracts off of it. Oh, there you go. You can see a little bit of that. Kind of like fisheye looking stuff. I don't know why that paint does that. It looked a lot like this. That actually looks better in the camera than it really is. The rest of it looks pretty good. It ain't bad at all. It ain't nowhere near as bad as it looked when I first did it. I can tell you that. Okay. I don't seem to be getting any comments. Oh, there we go. $12.01 or $12.03, $12.04 dual key. Yeah, the 12.0. I was looking for a dual keep. They want like $140 for that thing. 12.01 is a single key for the unlimited. All right. Tanton's got one he's supposed to be sending me. I think that's what it was. Looks good. I was using my chainsaw to cut up a board. That's right. Never cut the band, but have cut a lot of pop-ups. I found that the 5 series saws respond very well to dropping the cylinder and cutting a little pop-up. Yeah, they do. I want to make a gauge. I'm going to talk to a buddy of mine to make a gauge so I can go down the cylinder wall and measure the taper on the top of the combustion chamber so I can cut the taper on the top of the piston to match it instead of cutting a flat top. And that getting a wedge just right in there at the squish band really makes a big difference. Do you have a preferred paint for the old McCullochs? So far, I don't, Jeffrey. I've tried to find paint to match it, and a lot of it does not come out well. There are some safety yellows that are a lot closer than anything else I've run across, but that's been about the best that I found. There you are. Actually, they are great made and make sense to replace. However, the valves are sometimes really difficult to tighten and loosen, but always tight. That's right. Hold it upside down, you'd be okay. Yep. Renting a storage unit is expensive. Yes. Safety yellow. I got my partner P100 to run. All right. That's good, Paxton. Y'all, the comments stopped coming through for a minute. I just got caught back up. I do not know why this does that. It will change. It will change them. It'll change the settings on here for some reason. I don't know why it does it. The other 064 problem is the 100 carb box. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Saws. This one, everything on the carb box seemed to be okay. It's running max airflow filter and stuff like that on it too. Trying to think. Yeah. You know what? I think what was the muffler broke on? Oh, the muffler was broke on that 500i. I got a 500i. I'm replacing half of a case on it, and the dadgum muffler was broke. If I ain't mistaken, this is probably a gasket and seal kit for a 500i. And remember, if y'all need any parts, Go see the Duke. www.sawsalvage.com. This fella take care of you. This is not a paid promotion, but I buy a lot of my parts from this fella, and I talk to him on the phone regular, and he takes care of me. And I really like buying my parts from him, because if I have a problem with any of this stuff, all I gotta do is call him, tell him, and he will get the stuff in the mail, and he will send it to me fast, quick, and in a hurry. And I'll tell you another thing he done for me. I needed a saw for a fella who needed one real fast. I called him, and he had the saw in stock, and the mail lady was actually there, and he held her up while he boxed up a saw and shipped it that evening so I could get it Monday morning. It was Friday evening. So he's a good dude. 101, 102 seals with the modern boots. That must be what this one is. It's got a modern like intake boot on it. Does anyone know where I can get a Husqvarna 223 engine rebuild kit? Probably eBay, Levi. My boy Waylon and I picked up a mid-70s Homelight XL last week, brought it home and got it running for him. So he's so excited. Could you give him a little shout out? He'd love it. Waylon, you got you a Homelight XL. That'd be a solid run for a long time. Congratulations, buddy. I hope you enjoy it. Just be careful with it. There you go. Recommended porting a 254 XP firewood saw hopper. Saw works great as it is stock. What was that quote I heard earlier? So if it ain't broke, fix it until it is. If it's running good and you don't feel like doing it, just do a muffler mod and let it go. If it's running good and you feel like doing it, do it. You know how I am. I tear apart brand new saws and port them before I even run them. Anyone know where I can get a Husqvarna 223L weed eater engine rebuild kit? eBay would be my best guess, Levi. Max, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Hope you're doing good. And yeah, I think I can fix that piston for you. Phenom, God bless and protect you, bellhop, and all the souls in your community. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you, buddy. It's good to see you. The saw habit is pure addiction. Yeah, it can be rough on a feller's wallet. It can be rough on a feller's wallet. I promise you it can. And Mike Hollow with Allen was it deep in parts? The piston is almost new old stock. I hate to see them pistons roached up like that, but I mean, honestly, really, if it needed to be fixed, I probably could fix that. I ain't gonna swear it'd be the best in the world, but I've watched them fellers on some of them YouTube things where they cut a piece of the piston out, weld it back in, and recut the ring grooves. Can confirm. That's right. Money, 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 money. Trying to listen, make sure them youngins ain't in there doing nothing they ain't supposed to be doing. And Pam was in there making supper with her. You can make a buck if you can keep your emotions out of it. Well, I kind of get particular to some of it. That's why I like people send me their stuff. Because if it's my stuff, I want to keep all of it. It's their stuff, I have to fix it, get to play with it, send it back. That's right. Ain't no problem. We starting to get a little wind down here now, Levi. Don't be sending that wind down here. We didn't want it. Y'all keep it up there. Oh, mercy. Oh, Michael's messaging me now. I don't know how to get my text messages from here. This cotton picking watch is getting to be where it's just a pain in the butt. I don't know how to work it. Like when I go to my text messages on here, it takes me to my last text message instead of showing me my text where I can go look at it. So I don't know how to do it. It was a nice ride. The e-bikes are nice. There you go. My weather has finally warmed up. Great cutting weather. Max. Y'all, Max just threw the super chat up there. Thank you, brother. We greatly appreciate that. I ain't going to tell you where the last one went because the last round of super chats that come through, it just happened to hit the other week, and I was in a dire array, and luckily it was just enough to take care of what we needed to take care of before it got stopped, shall I say. Thank you, brother. We appreciate that. Them super chats do mean a lot to us. They come in toward the end of the month, and we all know what else comes toward the end of the month. A lot of bills do, and that it really helps out sometimes. Otherwise, we'd probably be in the dark right now. Oh, mercy. One of our neighbors was mowing his lawn and the dust was just blowing. That's right. It's getting a little bit windy picking up here. Thank you, buddy. Those super chats make a big difference. I ain't out of the woods, but I ain't under the tree anymore, if you know what I'm saying. It was bittersweet. I love seeing his excitement, but I can't afford 2 chainsaw addictions. Oh, mercy. Sometimes they have to be shared. That gum Harkness is blowing me up. I love seeing his excitement, but I can't afford to. Max, how's your chainsaw been doing? How's your Super Pro 125? I hear little feet's coming. What are you doing, little feets? I'm still doing my live feed, baby. I'll be in there in a little bit. I know, but you barefooted and my legs cramping. So if you'll just be good for me, Mama should be home before long, okay?
I'll wait when she gets home.
Okay, wait till she gets home. Okay. Got a Pro Mac 800 that's hard to pull start. For this old man, anything go wrong with that key port deal for easy pull start? Scott, probably you might want to just pull the pull start cover off of it and service the spring and everything. I actually have a video that's fairly old on rebuilding the pull start assembly in them. The bushings will get wore out in them, and a lot of grime and stuff will build up, and it makes a lot of resistance in the pull starter. So sometimes just cleaning it up and putting bushings in it will help it out. Yeah, she's got a cute little voice, ain't she, Fine Master? Max had to walk away for a minute. Alan here, 125, is getting it freshened up for bucking stock. That's right. Hopper, any word on the 2025 hopper stock? I don't have any word on it yet. I hadn't had the funding to even think about planning it is part of the problem that we've had, and I hadn't had a chance to talk to Brennan either. This year, last year has flowed over into this year, if you know what I'm saying. And we're trying to get some things whittled around and get back to where we used to be finance wise, because it's like finance stuff is here and income is there. So it's just being rough on me trying to make ends meet. Tom, what's up, buddy? I'm ready for hopper stock. I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know how it's gonna go. I need to call Brendan and talk to him April, May. Wouldn't be a whole lot of time left to make any plans. I know. I don't know. I hadn't made any calls because I just don't. The 800 is heavy to start, no decomp. Yeah, with the Q port in it though, they usually don't make a whole lot of compression till you get right to the very top. If anyone comes across 2 buck and stock tickets, I'd like to take the boy. They sold out fast, Jeffrey. They only had 300 spots open. I don't know who all got the tickets. I know it didn't last 2 or 3 weeks, I don't think, and they were all gone. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get everything situated, Max, and get back into the order where we need to be. Working on trying to get all this health stuff going straight where I can actually work like I want to instead of just being limited to the amount of stuff that I can do has been a real, it's been real aggravating. What's the Q port? The exhaust port is basically, well, the exhaust port on the 800s is shaped like this. Granted, this is a rough drawing, but the exhaust port is shaped like this, and this is a cutout. So when the piston breaks past here, it still has to get above this before it makes compression. Like the 850 and stuff, you know, the exhaust port is like this. You know, the exhaust port's shaped like that, so it has a decomp. But on the 800s, they have a Q port where this little tail goes up, so it can't build compression until it gets above this tail. So you're actually losing from here to here in your compression. At high RPM, it's not that noticeable as far as power wise goes, but that's basically it. Hey, Ron, what is up, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah. So if you're ever looking at a Pro Mac 800 and it's got a I got some kind of weird call coming in. If you're ever looking at an 800 and it has a decomp on the right side, it does not have a regular 800 cylinder on it. Which, if you ever looked at my ProMac 800, it has a decomp on the right side because it has an 805 or an 850 cylinder on it. Because I didn't know there was a difference back in the day, and I built it with that one. And when I went to put the metal fan cover on, or fin cover on, it wouldn't fit, so I cut a notch in it. And then later on, I figured out that was the deal, and I was like, well, that's even more better. Thank you. See you next time. See you at the screen. Have a good week, buddy, from New Zealand. We appreciate you coming and spending a little time with us. Thank you, buddy. Ouch. Oh. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Trying to keep everything I got on my mind going and think of new things to talk about. Busy, Hopper. My basement starting to look like your shop before we cleaned it up. Oh, yeah. I keep them coming in. That's the thing. I've got several yet to do. Just a boat, no decomp. Well, on the regular 800s, they don't have the hole in them, I don't think. On a Q-port cylinder, I don't believe they've got the hole or anything. I think they might have a boss, but not a hole. I think. It's been a while since I looked at an actual 800 cylinder. It's been a good little while. Great talking to y'all. Wife just called me for supper. Talk to y'all next Saturday. Blessings to all. See you, Family Master. Have a good one, buddy. We appreciate you. Might be back. Gotta run. All right, Max. Johnny Bobby. See you, buddy. What's up, John Bob? I will make a picture for you. All right. John Bob in the house. Supper break at work. There you go. I done some reporting on a 592 the other day. I done a 592 for a customer of mine, and he liked it, but he said he wanted to try to get some more power out of it. So I tore it back down the other week and reshaped the top of the piston. Done a little time in advance on it, a little more time in advance. Done a little bit more work. Got a bounce here. Too. Have a great weekend. See you, Foo Slit. But I got that 592 put back together the other day. And well, y'all seen it, zeroed rev limiter instantly. Well, I put the 36-inch bar back on it, and guess what? It was still zeroed rev limiter almost instantly. And he messaged me today and said it was amazing. Wings in the air fryer with chicka bam bam. There you go. Jeffrey, I think I've watched all your ProMax 710 videos the last couple of weeks. It has helped me tremendously. I appreciate your videos and good nature. Thank you, buddy. Y'all, Jeffrey likes all our ProMac videos. He sent us a super chat. Y'all don't forget to thank all our super chatters, because it makes a world of difference in our life. I can tell you that. Trust me, it does. Thank you, Jeffrey. We appreciate that, buddy. Leftover pizza. That works. I had leftover taco meat for late lunch, early supper. I took some taco meat and mixed some cheese and macaroni and cheese in it and eat it with tortillas or tortilla chips. What do you think is the most reliable firewood saw in a Steel, Husqvarna, or Echo? Something that starts easy and needs little maintenance. 372 high water. That's my main one. And don't get me wrong, I use a 462 steel. But I'm gonna tell you what, like today, it was sitting out in the sun after I run it a couple of times, and it flooded itself. And most time my 372s never did that. But the 372 Husqvarna is about the best way to go for an all-around saw, I think. Those stupid 5 Series Husky love to live life on the limiter. That's right. Third meal I've ate at work today. Dang, you been there for a while, ain't you, Johnny? Trying to hear if little girl's a hollering. She might be awake now. I'd give her a bottle and put her down for a nap just before I come out here. Yep, we got a ways to go. Whew. I done something for the first time on the top of one the other day. Johnny, I had a tapered top piston I cut for that 592. And I went back in, I checked the squish band, and the way the solder was working, it just wasn't doing. The solder was actually bigger on the end than it was right where the top of the taper, the piston come up. And I didn't want to take any more off the top of the piston. So I took a 10 millimeter button insert and cut a small radius in the top of the piston. So the piston actually goes up, then radius is in, and then has a pop-up. And it really seemed to like that. 11 o'clock. My 710 don't like warm restarts. Give her 20 minutes of rock and roll. That's right. I have to go back and see what you said about hopper stock. I got a call. I missed it. So far, we hadn't got anything figured, Joey. I hadn't had the, I ain't had the greenbacks to get anything in the works. I don't have anything. We're just barely making it. So, yeah, I'm working on it. But it seems like the harder I work, the farther down it goes. It's like I'm bailing water on a ship with a hole bigger than my bucket. I'll find the bottom eventually. I'll either find the bottom of the boat or the bottom of the ocean. Oh, mercy. So those super chats really have been coming in clutch. I ain't kidding. Just want to thank everybody that does send them, because I know how hard money is to find, and just giving it to somebody is one thing. Working 2 jobs digging out of the hole. Yeah. Prices will rise. Yeah, probably. I'm trying to keep my service prices, though, as close to the same price as they've always been as I possibly can. I'll keep them that way as long as I can. I mean, the truth is I could make more money if I charged more. But I don't really like doing that. I know I don't like paying more. I figure everybody else don't like paying more either, so I try to keep it as cheap as I can. I know I shouldn't always feel that way, but I do. I like to bring as much value to the table as I possibly can for everybody. Guilty as charged. For some reason, people have decided to message the far out of me right now. I'm getting all kind of messages. I have no idea why everybody decided to get me all at one time. What's up, Jonathan? Oh, we just sitting here shooting the breeze, going over a few things. Yeah, that's right. Joey said, check your PayPal later. Joey, did you send a super chat? I'm trying to figure out how to check it on my confounded watch. This thing can be a royal pain to figure out. It ain't done me no good yet, I can tell you that. I don't know how to find emails on here. I was trying to look on my watch, Joey, but I do not see the email thing on here as to check my email. How's it going, Jonathan? I'll check it. I'll check it, Joey. I can only imagine. Trying to think if I got any other news that I need to tell y'all about. I can't think of anything right off the bat, but my brain's still scrambled. I actually used it today, Jonathan. I used it today. We had a cleanup at the church this morning, and Wayne was not able to make it because he'd been in the hospital and not in the best of shape. So he told me I need to go over there and take care of some things. And I went over there, and they had a bunch of old pine trees that needed to come down, and a lot of them had hangers and stuff in them. So I spent about 5 hours this morning taking trees down over to church, and I was like, well, at least I got my helmet and my chainsaws in the truck. So I put it on and went to taking trees down. I was doing the young man's job, but I got it done. Nobody got hurt. Didn't tear anything up. And it looks much more better. I got a few scratches here and there, but other than that, that's right. I got that helmet. I said, if I'm going to start knocking trees down, I'm going to put my helmet on. So I put it on. I did use it a couple of times. I dropped a few things on my head. Didn't hurt me, but, you know, it does come in handy having that lid on. Keeps you coconut from getting cracked. Yeah, we had a good time. I'm doing stuff like that, and I'm hoping that I will see the results of doing the work. I'm trying to get this body back in some type of shape other than round and puffy. I'm feeling pretty good. I am wore out though. I am wore out. It was pretty hot, and I run the saw. I run about 2 tanks of gas out of 2 different. Well, I didn't run 2 tanks of gas out of 2 saws. I ran 2 saws about empty. I had to put gas in one another time. What's up, Johnny? Good to see you, buddy. Levi's pawpaw gassed him out. There you go. Thank you, buddy. I've spent a lot of time here in this chair, and it's worn me down. I'm starting to get some semblance of arms back. They're not as big as what they used to be, but They're a lot better than they was. I'm getting a little bit of it back. Apparently, I've aged a lot since I quit working so hard. You know. Oh, mercy. If it keeps raining here, we won't be able to go to church tomorrow. I had to park the car down the road and wade through knee-high water to get to the house. The heck? That's pretty bad, Jeffrey. I wished I felt young, Phenom. Which saw did you use to take down the trees at church building today? You'll sleep good tonight. I used my 462 and my CS361P. If you don't know what the CS361P is, it's like a 355T Echo, but it's a rear handle instead of a top handle. And I got a MS462 that's ported with two 1-inch muffler ports in the front of the muffler cover. Well, the cylinder's been lowered a lot. It's got top of the piston's been cut to a pop-up. Chamber's been cut. She's pretty hot. Looking good. I got fat fingers. I feel a whole lot better than what I have. I can honestly say that. I'm used to high water. I used to own a seawall construction business. I don't know if I look any slimmer today. I don't feel slimmer today. I have felt slimmer other times. I got a 460 sitting over there now, Joey. I got in a box the other day with a full wrap handlebar on it. I might build another one of them. Maybe. I did eight tanks in 4 hours today. They're thirsty. That's one good thing about the 462. I mean, it does run good, but it don't drink that much gas because it is an M-tronic. I'm in the middle of farmland, though, not down by the sea. That's what, there was people asking me a while back when we had all that water run around, asked me how we were doing. I said, we're fine. If you ever get to come out to my property where I live here, it's downhill that way, it's downhill that way, and that way. The only way you have to go uphill is that way. And once you get over the uphill part of it, then it's downhill again. So we basically live on a hill that has a fairly large radius around us. So we're up pretty high. AA Ron said your 462 runs sweet. It does. It's I'm impressed with it. I needed to retune it today, I think. It was acting a little bit lean. Of course, it's starting to make a little piston noise too. I think I need to be hunting me up a piston for it and possibly change the piston out and put a new piston in it. Paint for 10 Series Max Chrysler Color PYH Color Solar Yellow. All right. Anybody looking for Mac paint? There you go. It's a Chrysler color code, PYH Color Solar Yellow. 084. Thank you, Max. Yeah, Johnny Arnett's got a 084. Physically a two-man mall, almost 6 foot long. Yeah, that's a beast. It is a monstrosity. Oh. I think my My 101 is my biggest one. It was 123cc stock, and it's oversized. It has an oversized piston in it, so it's a little bigger than 123 cc's, but it's not much, but it is. I'm out for today. See you. All right, Christoph. We'll see you, buddy. I'm probably gonna shut her down here shortly myself. I'm tired. Very tired. Yeah, he's got a 084 steel. I'm really tired. Hopefully Mama will be home before long. I think we might just have us a hot shower tonight and an early turn-in movie night to be ready for church tomorrow. You ever see the underwater hydraulic chainsaw for cutting, piling off? I have, high water. That's something else. Love you, Belle. You take care of yourself. I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying to do the best I can. Pintos and ketchup? Possibly. Well, we're on that. We're doing that AKM diet or something like that. I don't think Pintos is in it. So Mama knows what we're supposed to eat, and I try to stick to that. Not always, but most of the time. What's up, buddy? Oh, COVID crotch. Pin up the lowers on my MS 460 and the exhaust same as my 046, 060, 044, 046 hybrid. Oh boy, still like the hybrid more. I also need a bit more time running them. There you go. I do have a 2-man mic complete under restoration right now. There you go. Have you used your 1000 in it, Johnny? Doc told me if you put it in your mouth and chew it and it tastes good, Mike spit it out, it's likely bad for you. That's about the case. But one thing that I have found that I really do like a lot is sauteed zucchini squash and sauteed yellow squash. And I saute it in a frying pan with olive oil. And I know everybody's going to say, well, that's frying it. Well, technically it's not. Because I'm not frying it with batter or anything like that. I'm just sauteing it in olive oil. And I like that stuff. Thank you, sir. You all have a good night and a glorious Lord's Day tomorrow. Thank you, Scott. Oh, wow. I would like to run the 2-man. I like grilled yellow squash. I bet it's good grilled too, Johnny. I like squash. I do. I like fried squash, but yeah. Keep on keeping on. I'm trying. I'm fighting through it. I keep Tylenol and ibuprofen plants in business. Olive oil, avocado oil, healthy. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to stick with that. I do use a little grapeseed oil or something like that that's made for high heat for when I'm frying stuff that's hotter than what olive oil likes to be in. She loves the wood. I try to take care of her, not run her a lot. There you go. I hadn't got anything so far, Max. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it or not because of funding. I have the opposite of lots. That's right. Have a good Sabbath. If I can help, let me know. All right, Max, we'll do it, buddy. All right, y'all. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going here and look after these young'uns. I need to holler at you and just shoot the breeze with you a little bit sometime or another. Max, I ain't got to talk to you in a while. But yeah, we'll I'm gonna go get me some rest. Probably take some more Tylenol and ibuprofen here directly. I drank my water with my sodium packet in it, so I drank it all. So it ought to be good. That's right. I forget to call everybody, Max. Even my mama says that because I forget to call her too. Have a blessed rest of your weekend, y'all. That's right. All right, y'all. See you, Paxton. Love you, brother. God bless. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe. Be kind. Treat each other the way you want to be treated. God bless. Remember, Jesus loves you. So do I. If you get a chance, go to church tomorrow. If you don't, watch our church service on the live. Brother Kane's going to be preaching tomorrow, and I can almost guarantee you it's going to be good. Chainsaw Lover, it's been a pleasure watching you. Bless you. Thank you, buddy. Good night, Coven. All right, y'all. I'm going to run here and check on these kiddos. Bellhopper out.